Can you stop liking
Arnold's
people's
awesome. I'm
stuff?
sorry, I saw
And,
Arnold.
Like,
Look,
big fucking
and personally
deal.
cut his grass.
What the fuck is your problem?
So what did you do?
I did shoulder press, some triceps,
Yeah.
some lateral, side lateral.
Yeah. Did you hit your numbers?
I did hit my numbers.
Does that feel good? Honestly, to me, the first couple sets you didn't even seem like they were that hard.
They were. I just don't make lots of facial expressions. I just hold my breath and don't breathe, which is probably the worst thing to do. You're supposed to breathe.
Are you?
Yeah.
'Cause I think it's good to hold your breath on some part of the movement.
Yeah, but I hold my breath until I can't, and then I try to breathe in, and well, I mean, obviously I breathe in, and I hold my breath again for other reps, because shoulder presses are hard for me.
I think they're hard for everybody. Why don't you just create a pattern where you hold your breath, push, and when you come down, you take another breath and then push, and then create a pattern out of it instead of a sporadic.
Because when I think about it, I've tried thinking about breathing like every rep. You know?
Well, you can do 2. Sometimes I do 3.
Yeah, and then when I breathe in and out every rep, and I'm like thinking about it, I actually get dizzy.
Well, it's because you get lightheaded.
Yeah.
And I do too. So that's why sometimes I'll do like a breath and then I'll push one out and then I'll push another one out and then I'll take a breath again. I'll reset. But for like legs, when I'm doing legs, I reset every time.
Yeah. And then
So after we did our shoulder presses, what do we do?
we do
I should say standing OHPs.
do dumbbell presses after that.
Well,
do
not
5x5s.
always. We did a 5x5 today. I did a drop 5x5 because they were pretty heavy. So I dropped like,
Yeah.
I think I went 2 at 80 and then I dropped 5 pounds each time after that.
Yeah, I didn't have to drop until maybe my last set. I had to drop down to 35.
You get all gung ho.
And I don't like dropping when I have a set number in my mind for a 5x5. That's the number. That's the weight I want to hit for my 5x5, and I don't want to have to change it, because then, then I know I'm stronger than I used to be. But if I have to drop down to 35, on
So-
my last 5x5, then it's not a 5x5. It's a, 5x4
Okay.
8.
5x4 with a drop.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not what I want.
Well, I usually try to go until, for me, I just like, if I'm going to do a 5x5 and I'm feeling pretty good, usually I can get it, but I always try to start a little heavier because I'm always trying to push that max rep too. But I understand what you're saying. But sometimes I'm just like more tired depending on what happens for that day, and then sometimes I just do like a 5-pound drop each time. Or I'll do like 2 or 3 and then I'll drop at the very end and then just try to rep it out.
Yes.
But I'm with you on that one.
So I didn't work today, so I wasn't as tired. But usually, when I work and I go to the gym, I'm usually very worn out, and I don't feel so energetic. Like if I, had done it in the morning or something, and started taking pre-workout.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you think about that pre-workout we took today?
And
It was fucking nuts. I was like you. I kind of started like my heart started racing before I even
Yeah.
took it.
Yeah, but pre-workout kind of makes it hard for me to breathe sometimes, just because we haven't taken it for so long that.
Do you remember when the last time I took it?
No, I don't.
I do.
No.
It was in December, before we went to your dad's house
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Yeah.
Because we finished right then.
Mm-hmm.
All of our supplements were gone after that.
Yeah.
We haven't taken any since then.
I thought we hadn't taken any since like Thanksgiving.
No, because we had C4 left.
We did.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, it's been a long time.
But I'll tell you guys one thing: if you've been taking pre-workout for a long time, try not taking it. I honestly don't even feel like I need it.
Yeah, I actually feel like the pre-workout we took today kind of
I think
the down from the pre-workout is worse than trying to start working out when you're tired, because when you work out when you're tired and you get hyped up, and once you're all warmed up and doing your workout, you actually get more energetic. But when I took the pre-workout, and the down of it, I was during my workout, and it just made me feel worse than I did when I
So
took it.
if I summed all that up, what you just said, it's pretty much the crash was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay. And it wasn't worth it.
No.
I noticed it too, though. It's like it doesn't last. Not so much that I need like the caffeine, heart pumping race. I don't really need that. It was more like the mental focus like went away way too quick.
Yeah, I feel like I got that from my when we were taking amino acids with caffeine in them. You know, caffeinated amino acids.
I don't remember those.
It was Onward.
Onward, you took those?
Yeah, remember it was and it was like fruit punch.
Oh, you mean Optimum Nutrition?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Optimum Nutrition. And it was like caffeinated amino acids. They actually helped me out, like, because my heart wasn't racing as much.
Yeah.
And still kind of awake.
So,
So,
we're still doing shoulder presses? Oh, my God.
lateral raises are hard for me sometimes.
Yeah. How's your mental state? I noticed that you're concentrating on yourself more in the videos. You're not looking around as much as you used to, it seems like.
Yeah, I kind of just don't care anymore. You know?
You just give it up on the gym.
No, I just don't care about, like,
What everyone else thinks.
yeah.
Yeah. We also changed the time that we've been going, so it's like super busy in there.
Yeah, and it'd be like, if I focused on everybody else and what everybody else was doing, it would take me too long to put my workout out. So I like being focused on what I'm doing so that I can get the most out of it. Plus, we've been trying to lift heavy numbers for the most part, and I really concentrate when I'm doing heavy lifting because, you know, if your shoulder gives out, if your arm gives out, and it moves the wrong way, you get hurt.
Yeah, because we actually did 5x5s on these side lateral raises.
Yeah.
Which was pretty. It was different, but it was really good. Because we kind of lightened up I think the next couple sets we did a little lighter at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Just to kind of get a little bit of a pump in there.
I'm beginning to enjoy our workouts more and more.
Mine?
Well, ours together. Yeah. I know I used to drive you nuts most of the time, but now I just feel like I'm getting more compatible working out with you, more used to it.
Yeah.
You know? And I know how you are, you know, now. And it's hard to work out, like, because you're always trying to better or show me something different, but when I'm used to working out by myself, so
Yeah.
I'm not used to somebody in my ear telling me, hey, do this, and then I used to take that more offensively.
Yeah. It's funny, though, because I've had probably like 13 or 14 different like steady workout partners over the years. And sometimes I'd get frustrated, especially when I first started working out. Like sometimes I'd get frustrated with people because I thought they were yelling at me too. But then like over time it was crazy because like once you left, like you weren't with them anymore, or you weren't working out with them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of like I'd miss it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I missed like them like yelling like, and even to this day, like when I'm like doing certain movements, I can hear that person like, "Come on, bro," you know, or like they're saying some crap to me, like, or I'm like, "This one's for you,"
Yeah.
and I'll just think of them because like my buddy has got great legs, or my one friend that was like super strong, and like I do it for them, like if I need motivation or something. So I just always remember what everyone told me,
Yeah.
and
When
I forget sometimes too.
when I couldn't work out with you, I didn't like it because I didn't have anybody there to yell at me, to like push me,
Right.
and I didn't have a spotter, which sucked because sometimes I need to get out of the hole, you know, get the weight above my head in order to pump it out, but I didn't have that sometimes, and it sucked. And
I was just trying to stay really like slow and, you know.
concentrated.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm only doing 20s there.
I was only 5 pounds under you.
Yeah.
And it was so hard, but I had to force myself to do like, you know, a 5 rep range, you know, to get the higher numbers. And I think towards the end sets I got like three reps in maybe. See, because my arms just failed there. I couldn't even get.
But
them
that's
all the
good
way
though,
up.
because that's what I'm trying to like accomplish. Is when I do 5s, like my 5th one has to be like pretty much like my 10th one when I'm doing 10s. sets of 10 because like
Yeah.
you have to like pretty much be almost at failure by then.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I feel. Or otherwise, you can go heavier in weight if you have more left in you.
Yeah, if I would have used anything lighter, it wouldn't have given me the same effect as
Yeah.
a 5x5. We did a lot of 5x5s today.
Yeah, I like to change it up sometimes. Because we were doing a lot of we were doing our 5-3-1, and then we'd usually like hit a 5x5 after it, like with a pressing movement, and then we'd just kind of go more into like the 8 to 10, 12 rep range and lateral raises and whatnot. But then this week we decided to switch it up.
Just 5x5s the whole time.
Yeah, we
Well,
pretty much
most of
did.
the time.
Yeah, we almost did the whole time. But then we had a couple like just oddball sets that we just pumped. Because I really enjoy the pump though too.
Oh, ow. I love it when my triceps give out because I feel like I'm actually doing something. And triceps are really hard for me to feel. Like sometimes for like if I'm working them hard enough, sometimes I just don't feel like I am unless I'm on the cable machine.
I've really been trying to get my tries to grow.
Yeah, he's obsessed with everybody's tries but his own.
They're looking pretty good.
My triceps aren't
They're
that
coming
big.
around. Yeah, but you got a nice little horseshoe coming in on that. It's a real sharp horseshoe.
What are you doing, Rage
My
Monkey?
husband yelling at me like always.
Rage Monkey.
There you go.
Let's try that again.
Somebody gotta put her in check. Or she just goes off the handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, here I really just try to keep my arm like, what is it?
Pinned.
Well, yes, my elbow pinned to my side. I usually just like pick a spot I want it to be in, and then I leave it there. And then on top of that, I keep from my shoulder to my elbow to vertical to the ground.
Fucking Rage Monkey.
So I find it very important. You need to dissect your tricep, is what I've been doing over the past few months, because I've really been trying to. Well, actually, it's been a year or two, but I've really been putting a lot more concentration on them. And I always like to do an overhead movement, which really helps hit the long head of your tricep. And then I move on to these press downs, which goes more into the medial head. And then I always like to end with a kickback and underhand, which hits that short head. After we go to the gym, man, it's time to hit that post-workout meal.
Yeah, we always have strawberry yogurt with some kind of chocolate in it.
Where'd you get your knowledge from? Science.